A young man, burdened by the weight of life's struggles, found himself lost and weary. He had lost his way in the dense forest, but he had not lost his determination. I must find the Buddha, he said to himself. I need answers. He had heard that the enlightened one was meditating in a quiet grove on the other side of the forest. The young man's face was drawn with sorrow and anxiety. After hours of walking, the young man finally arrived at a serene grove. There, under the majestic Bodhi tree, sat the Buddha, his presence radiating calmness and peace. The young man, overwhelmed by his emotions, rushed to Buddha and fell to his knees. Master, he said with a voice full of sorrow, I am lost and confused. Nothing in my life goes right, and I am drowning in my struggles. Please tell me, how can I find peace? Buddha listened in silence, his gaze soft and compassionate. He didn't interrupt or speak, but simply let the young man pour out his heart. The young man's voice trembled as he listed his problems, his failed ambitions, his troubled relationships, his fears of the future. After a long silence, Buddha gestured for the young man to sit next to him. Buddha reached for a small cup of water by his side. Look at this cup, he said. When the water is stirred, it becomes murky and unclear. But if you leave it still, the dirt settles and the water becomes clear. The young man looked at the cup, puzzled. Buddha continued, your mind is like this water, full of thoughts, fears, and worries. If you allow your mind to settle, clarity will follow. The young man's eyes widened as he began to understand. He felt a strange sensation, like a weight lifting from his chest. He sat back, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath. For the first time in a long while, his mind felt calmer, less turbulent. He listened as Buddha's gentle voice continued. Let me tell you a story, Buddha said. Imagine a man who has been struck by an arrow. Instead of pulling it out, he demands to know who shot it, why they did it, and where the arrow came from. He refuses help until he knows everything. Buddha paused, letting the words sink in. In his quest for answers, he prolongs his pain. Just like him, you too are holding on to your suffering instead of letting go. The young man thought about Buddha's words. He realized how much he had been dwelling on his failures and fears, allowing them to consume him. He nodded slowly, understanding that he had to let go of the past if he wanted to move forward. Let go of what was, Buddha said gently, and do not worry about what will be. Instead, focus on the present moment. Breathe, and let each breath be a reminder that you are alive. The past is gone, and the future is yet to come. All you have is now. The young man's eyes filled with gratitude. He felt a sense of calm that he hadn't felt in years. He bowed deeply to Buddha, who simply smiled in return. Thank you, Master, the young man said. I will remember your words. And with that, he rose, walking away from the grove with a lighter step and a clearer mind, ready to face the world anew.